Article 5 is very, very important. It is the only way that we have today that I am aware of, and if somebody has a different idea, then they ought to put it on the table, for the American people in a civil, legal, constitutional, thoughtful way to work with their state legislatures over time, not tomorrow, to begin the process of reclaiming their republic. Otherwise, these centralized decisions by a handful of governing masterminds are not only going to continue, they're going to become additionally coercive. Unlike our opponents who evade the Constitution, who eviscerate the Constitution, who try and figure out ways to centralize the government as much as they can in violation of the Constitution, I'm saying those of us who believe in individual liberty and private property rights and the rule of law and the Constitution need to look at the Constitution for answers. And it provides one under Article 5, 2 methods for amending the Constitution. But that second method is not radical, it's not weird, it's there because the framers put it there, and they put it there for a reason. In this instance, it's 2/3 of the states calling a convention for the purpose of amending the Constitution, proposing amendments. And George Mason insisted on it and got the support of the other members, the other delegates to the Constitutional Convention. He said, look, if Congress turns oppressive, if the federal government turns oppressive, what is recourse other than violence? We have to have a way for this to be addressed. And his recourse was the states would get together, as they often did, as they did to give birth to the nation, and propose these amendments, and you still need 3/4 of them to approve them.
But there's been 27 amendments, but only the one method has been used.
Right.
You write at length in many ways how our framers in particular foresaw that this day would come.
Is intended to prevent what's happening today. This centralized, concentrated power of government, a handful of lawyers on the Supreme Court issuing edicts, a president of the United States legislating and ruling by fiat, Congress getting involved in every aspect of our lives. All of this is contrary to the Constitution. And so we have to accept the fact that this is a post-constitutional period. And when you look at Obamacare as an example, as I've talked about, Congress passed a law they had no power to pass. The president signed a law he had no power to sign. The Supreme Court contorted the Constitution, amended the Constitution, if you will, and imposed it on us. And now we're being told, that's it, folks. We can't defund it. You're stuck with it. There's nothing you can do about it. And I'm saying, the hell with that. There are things we can do about it. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not the next day. But the more our government legislates and operates like this, the worse it's going to get. The barriers, the firewalls to the Constitution have been breached. These are suggestions I'm making to reestablish a constitutional republic. I don't have unassailable knowledge here. If we ever get to the stage of a state convention, I sure as hell hope we do, then we'll have an opportunity to avoid what I think is you know, as a republic, doom. Because I don't think we have a lot of time, and I think this is something I hope that people will begin to talk about, whether they agree with a particular amendment or not.